Hey friends, welcome to another vlog style video. I'm sharing what we've been up to in the last month and a half since getting back home from Washington. Lior was performing with his class at the Mid-Autumn Moon Festival. It was beautiful, and here is the performance. Hey everyone, I am out here at the park with Lior, waiting for some of his friends to come so we can have a little play date. It's really nice here. It's fall, it's almost October, but it doesn't feel like fall here in Vegas, especially compared to the Pacific Northwest, because we don't have as many trees that change color so drastically. Although there are some here that are slightly changing color, so there's a little bit of that, but just not as much. It's not in the triple digits anymore, but it's still very warm. It's probably like 80 degrees right now. So it's really nice. I love that I can take the kids out to the parks or just be out most of the year. I have been trying to find a sort of flow in my routine where I'm getting everything done that I need to get done. I've been trying to find a way to cook less or just cook a few times a week so that it lasts for a few days, so that I'm not in the kitchen constantly, because I feel like that's kind of what I'm doing right now. Working on just being present, living life, as simple as that sounds. The grief definitely comes in waves, like they say, so I'm just embracing it when it comes. It's definitely a new process, a very foreign process. I think the best thing to do is not suppress your feelings, not suppress your emotions, to talk about them with the people around you, your friends, the ones that are close to you that care. So that's what I've been trying to do, is just to process whatever comes up, to process it by sitting with it, meditating. I've been doing a lot of just body movement, going through it as best as I can. The goal this fall is just to find that flow, like I said, of the routine, to enjoy every day, to feel good in my body, to eat well, to also sleep better. I've been struggling with sleep, especially because the little ones still wake up sometimes at night, and that just messes up my sleep. So my goal is to help them sleep better, maybe stop giving them the bottle at night, which I'm guilty of. I still do, so I think that's probably just a bad habit we need to work on. Plan on ending the year strong, focusing on my well-being, the well-being of my family, cooking nourishing foods, and just living life. Just wanted to give you a little update and take you with me throughout my day. I don't know if it's going to be the whole day or not, but just today I feel like filming a little bit, talking a little bit. So I have been balancing home life with work life. My husband and I own a couple online businesses, and one of them has to do with selling physical items. So we've been getting some orders that we have to have packaged and shipped. So I did that in the morning with Roy and dropped them off just now at the post office. And now I'm driving to a networking event, which is at a beauty salon. It's for women. And I'm going to just make some connections for friendship, for connections, for networking, for business, for partnerships maybe. So this has been really nice for me because before I was married, before I had kids, I was always outside of the house, always looking for things to do. Even when it came to making money, I always wanted to do something that was my own. I quit working at the bank after 6 years. I worked there straight out of high school, and I realized very fast that that was not what I wanted to do. I did not want to work in an office 8 to 5. I wanted to be free, manage my own schedule. So I was out doing that. I was teaching piano. I was going to my students' homes. So there was this constant change of environment for me. But then once I had kids, had my son Lior, I had to stop all that and be a stay-at-home mom, which is all nice and I like it, but I don't consider myself just a mom or just this one role, because I'm the kind of person that gets bored and I have to have something stimulating me, stimulating my brain. I have to have creative outlets. Otherwise, I just get really depressed, very down, and I just don't enjoy what I need to be doing. So this has been nice, just to be able to get out a little bit, get some work in, break up my day a little bit. So I've really been enjoying it. I'm gonna hopefully be able to do more of these outings where I'm networking more, making connections, promoting our businesses more. And it's been nice. And I go back to this thought that it's always all about balance in life. And it's also very important for us women to find ourselves and try ourselves in different things, not just one thing, because in today's world, I feel like you can't be doing just one thing, whether it's just like one job or just one role, because there's so much out there to learn, to do. And it's just about figuring out what your interests are and then tapping into them, trying things, trying new things, making time for more things than just one or two, because otherwise life just gets boring, including mom life. I'm not gonna lie, it has been really hard lately. The kids are now 2 and they need to be more entertained, they need to be looked after more, and I can do it. It's just at some point you're like, I don't want to be doing just this all day long. You know, I need some kind of creative outlet. I need some kind of outlet, even if it's not creative, something else, change of scenery. So for me, doing a little bit of work has been nice. I feel like I'm finding myself again. And then also doing YouTube has been a nice creative outlet for myself. It's something that I actually started last October, and it's almost 1 year, and I've been consistently posting, not every single week, because that's just not realistic for me right now, but I've been posting for this entire year, and I'm just proud of myself for that, because it was kind of a challenge for me, where my goal was just to do something for myself, find something that I enjoy doing and that I could do without thinking, oh, who's gonna watch, or who's this for? First of all, it was just gonna be for me. And even though that voice is always still in my head, I still push through and I still do it. And I've been making these little vlogs and these little videos, and I'm proud of myself for that. And I think it's important to be proud of those little wins, because every single time you keep your word or you go through some challenge, even though it's hard, you first of all earn your own trust. You trust yourself more, and when you trust yourself more, you become more confident. So I've been really proud of myself for that. Anyway, just thought I'd share that today with you as I'm on my way, and thank you so much for being here. So windy today. Lior is at soccer practice. He's doing that 3 times a week now and seems to love it. Just that the practices are in 3 different parks, 3 different places during the week, and they're pretty far from us. Today we drove like 35 minutes, but he seems to really enjoy it. The coach is amazing, making friends here. So I guess I'm that soccer mom now.
dream. You and I standing wild and free, with petals so golden, the sun's warm kiss, a love so strong, a bliss.
It is Friday night and it is rainy. Very cloudy here, a lot of rain, which I love seeing because it doesn't rain as often here in Vegas. The soccer practice for Lior was canceled, which I was kind of happy about anyway. And Friday is always kind of like a relaxing day for us. It's almost Shabbat, which we don't keep religiously, but I love the whole idea of the week ending and sort of easing into the weekend. And although Roy and I are business owners, we work 24/7, whether it's at home or on our businesses or whatever, I still like to create the idea of having time off, even though sometimes he works on the weekends, or if there's something to do that I have to do, I do work on the weekends. But it's nice to have the feeling of weekend, and nice to be intentional about creating space and time to rest. I think it's so important to do that because otherwise all the days just run together and eventually you burn out. No matter what you're doing, if you're not resting, everything just piles up together. It feels like one big long day, one big long week, month, whatever. And it's just not fun. So I'm sort of easing into the weekend, and last time I spoke about how I was excited to get out of the house and do more things outside and network. And last Saturday, it's going to be a week tomorrow, Axel broke his arm. It was stressful. He had to have surgery to put it back. And Monday, we're getting a real cast on for him.
Whispers of the breeze, secrets unfold. It's you that I need, it's you that I want. When the world gets cold, it's you and me. When the sun comes back, you'll see. Oh, dandelion, the strength that you've shown, stronger each year. Look how we hold on through the toughest of times. We still stand strong. Through pavement we will grow. Forever we will grow.
Okay, so it's been almost 30 minutes. I'm waiting for them to update us. The surgery should be about 30 minutes based on what the doctor said. He's gonna have about 3 pins placed in his elbow to connect the bone that he broke. And just waiting now. I'm really nervous. It was hard to give him away to the nurse. I couldn't be in the operating room even when they were giving him the mask to put him to sleep. So I don't know how he did. I'm worried. He didn't eat all day because he couldn't eat, but it is what it is. Just waiting to take him home and have him eat and rest. Surgery ended up going very well. We got home late that night, but Axel was completely back to himself, running around, playing, climbing things. He has 3 little pins in his arm, which are supposed to come out when the cast comes off in a few more weeks. So hopefully it heals very well from here on out, and this will be behind us. Right after I said that I was going to be out and about and networking and just getting out of the house more, this happened. And I realized that this month I'm probably going to have to be more at home, just taking care of him more. He's fine. After the surgery, he was able to walk, play. He even tried climbing on the trampoline, on the gate. I'm not letting him, but he's just back to his normal self. And just made me realize, like, life is just ups and downs, and you plan one thing, but then sometimes things happen and you have to be flexible. So I'm okay. I feel like that's fine. If I have to stay at home more and tend to him, it's okay. That's life. You gotta navigate. You can't let things put you in a victim mindset or keep you from doing things you love or put you in a bad mood forever. You just got to find ways around the situations. And that is what I'm learning to do in this season of my life, navigate through everything that life throws at us. And that's how you learn, and that's how you grow. The sky keeps changing colors. Now it's like slightly orange, still raining, but it's so beautiful. Like, I just love the scenery. There is, some lightning too. There's this strip over there. I don't know if you can see it from here. Oh, I guess you can't really see from here. Yeah, never mind. But yeah, look at that. Thunder, lightning, and just kind of a pretty sky. Mountains. I'm grateful. I'm grateful that once in a while in the heat, we get something like this, a little bit of rain. We really need it here in the desert. A little bit on grief. So tomorrow, or in 2 days, it's going to be 2 months since my papa passed away, and there is not a day that I don't think of him. It's still so raw, and it hits me out of nowhere where I'll just like kind of start crying out of the blue. So it's definitely a new experience. I really miss him, and I just think about all the ways that he was fighting and he was trying to stay alive and get better. I'm also thinking back to the night he passed away, and I don't know if I have a little bit of trauma. I probably do, because I keep replaying the entire scene, like me hearing my mom running out and then seeing him in that situation. I don't know what it is, but I just keep replaying it in my head. And I don't even know the reason of me playing it in my head. It's just, I keep replaying it. And it almost feels to me like I can't file it away. I can't process what has happened. And I guess that's normal when somebody you love, somebody close to you passes away, because it feels so unnatural. It's like, to me, it still feels like, oh, like dad's just home. I'm here, you know. Can just call him up. And it's really odd to remember, like, oh, he's gone. He's not at home. Like, the house is empty. His room is empty. His corner of the bed is empty. He's not there. And he hasn't been there for 2 months. It's just, I can't even describe the feeling. It's so strange. It's like a new reality that I haven't really processed yet. And I haven't really understood how to process, I guess. But it is something I'm dealing with every day. I'm not deeply into like my sorrow where I can't function. I am functioning and everything. I don't know if it hasn't hit me all the way yet, or if it's just gonna come in waves like it does, and the waves don't last very long. But I do find myself just in this zone where I'm like zoning out. I'm not here. I'm like back to that night or back to what happened, and then I'll cry and I'll have memories, and then it goes away. Then I move on and I move forward. So maybe that is the processing. Maybe that's what's happening when you process. But that's a little bit on what I've been dealing with when it comes to grief. Also, it's October, and it has been a year since I started posting videos on YouTube. And I still need to tell my story, because I started YouTube just as a hobby last year after getting off of social media last August 2024. So I got off of Instagram, TikTok, even Facebook. I rarely would check. I only used it mainly for Marketplace because I saw some stuff on there. And I wanted a creative outlet, so I started YouTube just for me. And so far, it's been a year. I have been struggling with consistency in general. When I start projects, I just kind of get bored and then have to move on to the next thing. And I realize that is not helping me in my life, because sometimes you got to start something and finish it if you want results. Because then I get frustrated and I still want to get to the end result, but then I don't because I'm not consistent. So starting YouTube for me was a way to see if I could prove to myself that I would be consistent. And I'm really proud of myself, because I have not posted every single week, but I have posted consistently at least once a month. And that is because of my schedule, because of the kids and everything else that I have going on. I've been consistent, and this video is coming out in October because it's October today. And I'm just proud of myself. And I think starting now and into the next year, my goal will be to be a little bit more strategic about YouTube, to possibly grow the channel, to maybe talk more about things that matter to me, maybe talk a little bit about the things I've been going through the last decade of my life, things I have gone through, things I've learned. Just, there's a lot that I could talk about. I just am still trying to decide on what to talk about exactly, because there's a lot. And I feel like there could be so many different topics, and I don't want to spread too thin, especially if my goal is to grow and build an audience. So there are so many topics and interests that I have that I don't really know where to start or where to kind of focus on. So if you could give me ideas, that would be helpful. Otherwise, I think I'm just going to pick one or two topics and build from there. But I did want to mention that in this video, since it has been a year, and I just want to say thank you to myself, first of all, that I don't give up, that I try new things, that I stay true to myself, that I've continued with YouTube, even though it's here and there, once a month. It has been really nice to be able to do that. And I want to thank you, my viewers, for watching my videos, for being here for me, for supporting me. You know who you are. I love you, and I just thank you. See you in the next one.